Lots of players needing to step up at a critical point in the season.
Giannis shooting it to the end zone, and a perfect strike from the Wildfire captain, Jack Shanahan, runs it down to even the score.
Well, you could see what the Pittsburgh defense was trying to do from the very start here. Not let Chicago establish any kind of flow right off the pull. Not execute any kind of string. Tried to double team Giannis, but once he got the disc off the line and the team had the opportunity to throw a few swings, they were able to get back into their sets and shoot a mid-range deep shot from Giannis.
A really astute point that you made to me as we were preparing for this game.
And Pavel's just going to have to get used to playing against other defenders.
Shepard with the stall count rising, gets the reset to Edmonds, who launches the hammer. Shepard is there. Gutsy throw from Thomas Edmonds. And Max Shepard adds to his fantastic stat line. Ian, he's now got 43 goals and 43 assists on the season. And assist number 35 for Edmonds.
Well, given how much Frisbee Shepard has left to play this weekend, wouldn't be a surprise to see him join that 50-50 club that Ben Yacht joined last week.
Not too many other guys have done that in the history of the AUDL. Keenan Plew. Power position, Edmonds, quick give and go. He's taken off. Shepard lets it fly. Sikora was peeling off the back of the stack, but Edmonds had the angle, and he's in the end zone.
Number 8, Thomas Edmonds.
Well, great restraint there by Sikora, because he could have very easily launched himself for a shot at that disc, but he would have had to go through Edmonds, and body contact would have been nearly unavoidable.
Edmonds, nice job attacking it early. And Thomas Edmonds played for this team a couple of years ago, took last year off. His return to the O-line has opened up so much for Pittsburgh in 2019 of those 56 games. More often than not, he gets you at least 2 blocks when he takes the field. Blocks in the AUDL, as we know, aren't that easy to get. Van Dusen uncorks another, and Gibson can't get there. It's Watt, who sets a pivot foot and touches it to Repperman, who gets the bookends, and the Thunderbirds cruise.
Absolutely. Disrupting that offense, pushing Giannis downfield when he wants to be behind the disc.
Another big huck, and it's a beauty, and the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds have scored again.
Goal for Pittsburgh.
Full field shot. Sam Van Dusen to Nick Gelati.
Pittsburgh 19, Chicago 9.
What a throw.
Look, you know this is what Van Dusen wants to do every time he picks up the disc, so I understand the defensive play call. Hey, we're forcing one way, but why not just take a little initiative and go a little more straight up on the mark? Because you know that's what Van Dusen's looking to go. Moderately course correcting there. They've changed the force on Van Dusen. They're forcing him lefty flick. But then he gets off this unmarked lefty backhand.
And it's another majestic shot for Sam Van Dusen.
Goal for Pittsburgh.
Jonathan Mast marches off the 10 yards. As you said before, this Chicago team at full strength. A scary roster as we see Shepard dialing long. Can Edmonds get to this one? Yes, sir. 28-14. Shepard raises his arms again after another dime to Thomas Edmonds. Number 1 in your program. Number 1 on the Thunderbird stat sheet.
APS and Jack Kelly. Sterling here guarding Jason Cheer. Back to Cubitt. Cubitt marked up closely by Wilson. Cubitt with a nice hammer over the top. Silo throw, but it drops perfectly in.
Yeah, Carpenter streaking into space, and Zebarth has to look him off. Carpenter with the disc. And he finds a scuba to Zebarth, who's able to take it down. You see two defenders bite on the faked in-cut. John Mass receives the disc, centers it. Working through some handler movement here. And you can hear some fun from coming from the Pittsburgh sideline. Kenny Ferdella trying to work the disc most of the field here. Ferdella working hard, and his teammates really cheering him on. Ferdella working through the handler space.
Really trying to pad the completions and touches, apparently. Just really focusing on that. Almost looks like this is just a point devoted to number 14 there.
And yeah, Ferdella works hard, and he comes up with the goal.
Moves over to Bobby Lay. Bobby Lay to Jacob Fairfax. And he looks deep to Russell. This one's going to be in the end zone, but can he get there? And he can. A great grab by Connor Russell makes it 6-5. Defended by Grayson Sander. Roney moves it up to Billy O'Brien, and he's able to pick that one up. A very good toss there from Roney. That's exactly like we've seen all season from him. That's going to be his 65th assist of the season. That's an amazing accomplishment, something you don't see from many players. Cohen finds Mitchell in the middle of the field. That goes to Jacob Fairfax. And he's just going to go deep, and it's Connor Russell in the end zone. And a great one-handed grab. He keeps the foot in, gets the drag. Almost a double team here from Raleigh, and a great little hammer in the back. Left-hand side to Brian, and he's going to just repeat another one. And that is a great point there from the Cannons. You love to see that. That was just a great couple of passes there. O'Brien was able to get that one on the left-hand side. And you can see great vision, had no one on him, and he puts that one in the back right-hand side throughout this game. So, Coach, Mike Denardis has just had a really good cycle of these 3 units, but it's going to be a very quick point here from Tampa Bay as Bradley Sentiens is there in the end zone to just get the grab there from Andrew Roney. And a quick point there from Tampa Bay. A nice little hammer there deep in the end zone. Dropping back on was Jeff Nordgren, but he wasn't able to make.
Up the field nonetheless. Arcata flips the field to Meta, who sails it is for Mott. A great catch from Mott on the sideline. Sees the double team right away. Throws a nice scuba to Meta for the goal.
Sanders, les deux capitaines qui s'échangent le disque. En voilà un troisième capitaine. C'est bon, le disque est dans les airs. C'est Sokolski qui est la cible. Ça sera serré. Et c'est confirmé. Sokolski. Oh. Great pressure by Quinnen, but a little too short. 81, Sean Mott. Floating disc to number 3, Lillis, and it's a point. Try to gain some yardage, which they are doing. The disc is floating to Meta, and it's completed with the 6th point of the Philadelphia franchise with 12 seconds remaining. Un excellent match. Ça jouera entre ces deux-là. Du côté du Royal, reste à voir là, entre Sokolski et Bono qui inscrira le plus de points, mais il y a quand même Kevin Quinlan avec il y a plusieurs passes pour le point aussi. Là, c'est un Arcata qui se démarque. Là. Oh, et là, quelle belle passe du joueur.